The 2025-26 NBA season has taken a fascinating turn in the Eastern Conference. And at the heart of this compelling story is the Boston Celtics. Entering the year widely considered to be in a potential gap year, a term used by analysts to suggest a temporary pause in contention while retooling for future success, Boston instead finds itself in a position of strength. The Celtics have climbed to third place in the East standings, defying preseason expectations, silencing critics, and sparking full-throated conversations about what this season means for a franchise long accustomed to contending at the highest level. Indeed, Boston's unexpected surge in the standings has prompted a recalculation of the Eastern Conference hierarchy. And at the center of this resurgence is forward Jaylen Brown, whose evolution into a primary leader and facilitator resembles a basketball adaptation of the quarterback role, orchestrating, empowering, and elevating those around him. Brown's role this season has evolved dramatically from that of a traditional wing scorer into a dynamic catalyst for the Celtics offense. Once seen primarily as a secondary option alongside stars like Jayson Tatum, Brown has taken full ownership of the offense in Tatum's extended absence due to injury. With Tatum sidelined, the expectation from many analysts was that Boston might struggle to replace his scoring, creation, and gravity on both ends of the floor. Instead, Brown has not only shouldered that offensive responsibility, but has done so with a remarkable balance of scoring and playmaking. His newfound ability to involve teammates, read defenses, and make high-impact decisions has become a defining component of Boston's identity this season. Moments after a late November road victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers, a game that became a bellwether for Boston's ascent, Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla spoke about Brown's performance with a level of admiration and strategic insight that underlines the forward's growth. In that game, Brown tied a regular season career high with 11 assists, while also contributing 19 points and 12 rebounds. Showcasing his triple-double capabilities against quality competition, the performance highlighted more than mere statistics. It spoke to Brown's expanding role as a facilitator, someone who reads defenses not only to score but to create opportunities for his teammates. It marked a critical moment in the Celtics season and signaled that Boston's offensive engine had shifted into a new gear under Brown's leadership. Mazzulla's comments following that game emphasized Brown's maturation as a team leader. The coach noted that Brown has developed a nuanced understanding of when to assert himself offensively and when to defer to others, a balance that is essential for any elite playmaker. This trait, Mazzulla explained, has been vital in elevating not just Brown's own performance, but also the effectiveness of the Celtics' supporting cast. Rather than dominating possessions as the volume shooter, Brown has embraced opportunities to involve Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, and others, spreading the wealth and maintaining Boston's offensive rhythm. His commitment to making the right play, rather than the most selfish one, has built trust among his teammates and given Boston a more unpredictable and potent offense. That strategic shift has paid dividends, as Boston's offense has ranked among the league's most efficient units in recent weeks. Over the past 2 weeks alone, Boston has been credited with the No.1 offense in the NBA, a remarkable accomplishment for a team many expected to tread water this season. The Celtics' recent surge includes a stretch in which they have won 10 of 12 games, highlighting the consistent impact of Brown's expanded role as the initiator of offense and leader of this team. These wins have come against a mix of strong Eastern Conference contenders, including the Pistons, Knicks, and Cavs, a resume that underscores the legitimacy of Boston's hot stretch and dispels the notion that these victories came against inferior competition. Boston's offensive success this season reflects a blend of systemic efficiency and individual growth. Under Mazzulla, the Celtics have emphasized patience, precision, and ball movement, enabling Brown's playmaking skills to flourish within the system. Rather than forcing isolation possessions or jump shots, Boston's offense generates high-quality looks through pick-and-roll actions, quick ball reversal, and strategic spacing. It's a style that benefits Brown's versatile skill set, allowing him to exploit mismatches and make the right decisions with the ball in his hands. As a result, Boston's offense has flourished from every area of the court, from efficient two-point scoring to high-involvement three-point generation, a testament to Brown's role in orchestrating such opportunities. The statistical support for Boston's offensive resurgence is compelling. According to tracking data, when Brown has the space to attack the basket, The Celtics score at an elite rate, 1.41 points per possession on twos and 1.2 points per possession on threes, metrics that place Boston among the most efficient scoring teams in the league. Whether defenders attempt to clog the paint or crowd Brown on the perimeter, his ability to turn pressure into opportunities for his teammates has been a distinguishing feature of Boston's offense. These nuanced decisions, choosing whether to drive, dish, or shoot, define Brown's evolving quarterback role and highlight his conversion from scorer to decision-maker. Brown's statistical growth this season also reflects a career-highest usage rate, reported at 36.5%, which leads all wings with sufficient minutes and illustrates how central he is to Boston's offensive plans. Beyond usage, Brown's assist rate has seen a significant jump compared to his previous seasons. He now assists on nearly 1 in every 4 made shots by teammates, an impressive mark that places him in the upper echelons of wing playmakers in the NBA and showcases his expanded responsibility beyond scoring. This development is especially noteworthy given Brown's historical identity as a high-level scorer and defensive presence rather than a traditional facilitator. Boston's overall success isn't solely attributable to Brown's individual brilliance. The Celtics have crafted a broader offense that leverages contributions across the roster. Guards like Derek White and Peyton Pritchard have flourished in their roles, combining shooting, creation, and defensive tenacity to complement Brown's leadership. Boston's offense also benefits from strong perimeter shooting and disciplined decision-making, enabling sustained possessions and high-quality shot attempts across the lineup. This collective production helps opponents avoid focusing solely on Brown, creating spacing and flexibility that enhances Boston's overall offensive threat. Furthermore, Boston's defense has played a key role in its surge. While the Celtics emphasize offensive execution, their defensive discipline has provided timely stops, forced turnovers, and generated transition opportunities that help sustain run-breaking momentum. Boston's balance on both ends of the floor has ensured that victories are not fleeting bursts of scoring alone. They are strategic, well-rounded performances that reflect a team operating with purpose and identity. Against this backdrop, Brown's leadership project continues to resonate beyond the box score. Beyond points, assists, or usage statistics, Brown's presence on the floor sets a tone of accountability, resilience, and strategic decision-making. His ability to navigate pressure, manage late-game situations, and execute under duress has given Boston an edge in close contests. Reinforcing his status as the engine of this team's evolution, Brown's leadership has motivated Boston's younger contributors and created an atmosphere in which teammates trust not just in his talents but in his judgment and competitive spirit. Nevertheless, the season is far from over, and questions remain. Can Boston sustain this level of performance deep into the schedule? Will opponents adjust defensive schemes to limit Brown's influence? And perhaps most compellingly, what will happen when Jayson Tatum eventually returns to the lineup? The timing of Tatum's comeback remains uncertain, but he has been progressing in his recovery and may be available in time to join Boston's playoff push. If that occurs, Boston's offensive potential could expand even further, presenting a formidable challenge for any Eastern Conference rival. Yet despite these uncertainties, one undeniable reality shapes the narrative. Boston is no longer merely surviving this season, it is thriving. What was once projected to be a period of transition has become a proving ground for resilience and adaptability. Jaylen Brown's evolution into a leader, playmaker, and offensive quarterback has reshaped both how the Celtics operate and how the league views them. With a potent mix of strategy, execution, and leadership, Boston has become a force in the East, and its surge this season stands as one of the most intriguing storylines of the NBA year.